pleasure in cooking him.
I bet he tastes good. He's a tight. He's.
He lost his hand.
He's making fun of you.
No, he lost his hand. He's all upset now. He can't find the handle. He wants to crow and he can't.
I don't know anything about the tires. All I know is he ordered them, and my Schwalbe's, we had a blowout.
While you were testing the forks.
While I was testing the forks, I had a blowout. Put the bike up on the rack, and then I went to feel it, and I was like, crap, man, my tire was flat. Then I looked at it, and it's got some chunks missing out of the rubber, and the rocks got full penetration through the rubber and popped my tube. So, you want to tell what's up with these tires? Or you want me to open them first? I haven't even looked at the trailer.
Okay. So they are cheap. I found those were $31 a piece, and they're 2.6s. Okay. And I think they're Victoria's.
Victoria? That's one of the cheaper brands, huh?
I don't know. It seemed like a good deal.
They look pretty nice. Oh, that's some pretty knobby. It's pretty knobby.
It's knobby.
You show the camera. Just to be safe, I don't want to go tubeless because I don't want to spend the money, number one. And number two, I don't want to do the budget style of it because I want to have confidence, right? So we were talking about it, and he ordered what looks to be some pretty good tires. Vittoria Barzo's 27.5s by 2.6s. Remember my tires that I have on there, or I'm going to be taking off here pretty soon, are Schwalbe Rocket Rons, and they are 2.8s. And those aren't tubeless. But, I don't know, these tires feel really thick. Feel this.
You got chicken hands. You got chicken hands.
You got chicken hands, just want to feel it. Anyway, we're going to throw these on the GT Aggressor Pro. And this video, unlike a lot of the other ones, this video we're going to do a install. It'll probably be pretty short. I might fast forward through some of that and talk about some of the notes on it. But I'm going to do the install, and then also we're going to be doing the testing on the same video. I think y'all will like that. So let's install them, take it to the shop.
I like it, but we need content. We need videos.
Content. Yeah. Well, maybe people will start sending us some tires to get some content on, right? All you viewers out there, just send us some tires so we can have endless content. But let's see how these Vittoria Barzo 27.5-inch mountain bike tires, non-tubeless, how they do on the trails tomorrow, and let's go install them. So I really have no clue what to expect from these tires. They say they're cross-country and Vittoria Barzos. I mean, other than that, and they're 27.5-inch by 2.6s. I can't wait to use them. Rigid full black is what they say they are, and again, they are 4 tubes. I love the tread design on them. You know, they are directional, of course. I wonder if you can flip them over to get maybe a little bit more traction. In between, the only thing I'm worried about is there's a lot of sharp rocks here in Arkansas. And if you can see on there, that's a pretty decent spread on the inside. That'd be the only thing, like I said, I'm worried about is rocks getting in between there. These are cross-country and they feel so thick. So I'm just kind of worried about something gouging the inside of there. I don't know, we'll see. And I'm curious on the amount of sidewall. The sidewall feels kind of thin, but I'm wondering how much the tread's going to stick out on the sidewall. On my Schwalbe's, it sticks out a pretty good ways, and I love that when it comes to cornering. And these are 2.6s, so I think that with that in mind, I'm hoping that I'll be able to corner and everything the same. We're going to talk about them and see how exactly they do and how I feel about them tomorrow, but let's get them installed. Alright guys, well there you have it. That's the Vittoria Barzo, I believe they're called, Barzo tire install. Now let's go take these things out in the trails and see how they do. Guess I wasn't really too aware of how bad my Schwalbes were and how old they were. You know, I didn't really think about that kind of stuff. And then I don't think you ever really do, and then the damn things blew out. But these Vittorias, I don't know, hopefully they end up being pretty good tires. Right now what's crazy is I can feel that tread in between me and the ground, if that makes sense. It feels really good, like I'm really one with the trail almost. It's very nice. I think up ahead it gets a little faster. We'll find out then. But to find a tire for $31, that's not some road tire, it's pretty impressive. I can't believe my dad found them. That's really cheap. Some water here. That's how they do after getting a little wet. Okay. Yeah, it's gonna be kind of hard to crap talk these tires too much, considering that they were $31. That's just crazy cheap. Especially at that wide. I've seen them 27.5 inch by like 2.1 for around that price. But to find a 2.6 for that price, that's crazy. A few guys that ride GT Aggressor Pro say how they do on the rocks. Real good traction, not slipping out from under me. But a few guys that ride GT Aggressor Pros went ahead and told me they've gone with 2.6s and they don't have a problem with them rubbing at all. And the backs of these, of course, don't rub at all on the frame on my new 2.6 Vittorias. And the front doesn't grind at all with my new Lutu forks. And I did put it, when I changed out my tires, I did put them around the Suntours. Put my Suntours around them, ones that the GT Aggressor Pro came with, and they don't rub at all either with the original GT Aggressor Pro forks. So they're just pretty good all the way around so far. A little bit of burning out. Not too bad, and that can be, I noticed my Schwalbes with a little bit of more slack I have in the front end now with the 120s. They were doing a little bit of spinning out in the back, but these aren't nearly doing the amount that the Schwalbes were. Those Schwalbes were really good tires. And so far, honestly, I'm not really missing the 2.8 width. I thought definitely when he told me he got 2.6s, I was like, ah, crap. They're not going to be to my liking because I'm so used to a big fat tire and they look good. They looked good on my GT Aggressor Pro. And now switching to the 2.6s, I think they look good. Let's see how they do downhill, a little section here. Yeah. Hey, you do a good job at digging. You know, whatever trail you want to, whatever line that you want to hit with these tires, it doesn't seem to really phase them. A little loose, a little compact. Here's some sand. And I dug out a little bit underneath from me. I guess that sidewall doesn't really have as much meat as a 2.8 would. So I'm kind of missing that a little bit because I can't dip down as much as I'd like to in the corners. Come on, baby. Get it. Get it. We're spinning the Vittorias out. Oh my gosh. Oh, that was a climb now. Whew. Look forward to getting back to the truck. But I think these tires have made it through today pretty fine. We'll see when we get back, but we're gonna talk about the Vittorias. We'll do a little once over on them, and talk about them when we get back to the truck. All right, so got to try out the Vittoria Barzo 27.5 by 2.6. Just got done on the south side of the trails here at Woolly Hollow State Park in Greenbrier. And I think this might be the official test track, as much as I hate to say it, because this is a rough track. There's a lot of chunky climbs in it. Not really any downhill sections. You get to go on a little bit of flow towards the end of it, and then you come out at the end. Then you have a very long trek all the way back to the parking lot. But the reason I say I think it's just really good testing ground is because of the technical stuff on it and the amount of just sheer roughness, the toll that it takes on your tires. And taking these tires out there today, I got to get a pretty good feel, and I think this is one of the trails I've ridden a few times with my Schwalbes that maybe have to do with my Schwalbes dying. I'm surprised the Vittorias did as well as they did now. There was a lot of times I took some corners that had, every corner on this trail seems like a very sandy bottom, and the bottoms of the tires definitely wanted to slip out from under me, so I was unable to, at high speeds, be able to take those corners. So I really had to slow down, where I think that my old Schwalbes, my 2.8s, I feel that those probably I would have been able to actually hit the corners, and I have. These guys leave me wanting more whenever it comes to going fast into a turn in the sand pit type areas. Now, even in the loose gravel, the same exact rule applies. It's like you really got to slow down before you take them turns. The jumping and the climbing, a little bit of jumps I got to take as far as like jumping off of roots and some little natural drops and things. And they did perform well there, and I do have the front and back at 35 pounds of pressure. And maybe when I was climbing, that was maybe some of the problems as far as not being able to get full traction because of the pressure I had them. But they did decent climbing, a little bit of slippage at some points. They did roll really fast, and what I liked is, as narrow as those trails were, these guys, you just point them in the direction you really couldn't see with all the overgrowth, and they were happy to take whatever line you put them on. So for $31, I think the Vittoria Barzos are a pretty good tire, man. I would buy them again for $31. I felt pretty happy with them. Other than the corners, we'll see as far as the tread wear is over time. And really, I'm kind of concerned about the big spread inside there with pointy rocks and different thorns and stuff like that getting in between the tread. I am worried about that. It didn't happen right now. At least I didn't think. The tires, I think they're still at the same amount of pressure. Didn't feel like any flats. But yeah, the Vittoria Barzos did pretty well today. And let's talk about my seat. I have to bring the seat up. I broke it. Right there, it's broken.
You want me to get in it closer?
Nah, it's okay. So my $9 seat is broke. And a few guys told me they got the seat and it broke on them. So there you go. I don't think I was leaning too far back. But anyway, so the seat didn't hold up, but the tires did. And just guys, be on the lookout for some more Wolf Tick videos, not only from our other bike series, but we might have some surprises in the tire department in the future. Who knows, you know, on the GT Aggressor Pro. But make sure you guys like, subscribe, and do all that good stuff. Thank you guys for watching.